Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I am Laon, certified life coach and addiction recovery coach that teaches manifestation so that you can manifest your desires the fastest and easiest way. So today we are going to get into a hot topic that I know we have all been through. Me personally, I know for a fact I've gone through this, and the way that it clicked for me to understand why this happens in our manifestation journey is going to be broken down in this video. And what I am talking about is when you are purging out everything, all of your old stories, you're getting ego backlash. I'm going to explain exactly why that is. Now, when we have an assumption, an old story, a pattern that we have lived by, stubbornly lived by, for years upon years or even months upon months, and we thought that this story was fact. But we see in our 3D that it's not the story that we want. We're not experiencing what we want, which is why we have a desire, the heart's desire, to experience something different. So that means it's possible. If we desire it, first off, that means that it is possible for us, that there is a parallel reality out there, that we are experiencing this already. So all we have to do is embody that parallel reality, that embody that version of us experiencing it already. Now, how we do this is creating new assumptions, new belief systems, and programming that into our subconscious. But what seems to happen when we are on this journey of trying to reprogram our subconscious mind into the thoughts, assumptions, and belief systems of the person who already has or is experiencing this desire that we want, what happens is we get ego backlash and things start purging out, and we get extremely emotional. And we get really hard on ourselves, and we start feeling unworthy of this desire, and we start questioning ourselves and doubting if it's even possible for us. And I know that you guys have experienced this because I've gotten asked tons of questions from my clients with this. And all that is happening, because when we focus on a new story, the desire that we want, and we start forming these new beliefs, we have to make room for them. So what ends up happening is our subconscious mind was focusing on this old pattern, this old story for so long. Then we start switching our conception of self and forming these new assumptions, and our subconscious mind is between the both of them and doesn't know what's true. The most intelligent part of our body doesn't know which story is true because we are persisting so hard in this new story, so hard in this new assumption. So what ends up happening is a purge, or a 3D purge. Sometimes you might just have an emotion, I call it emotion explosion, where all of these old memories come up and your ego tells you why in the past this hasn't worked out for you, why they broke up with you, how you have been left before, how the money hasn't been there for you, how you don't have the house that you want. Literally, it will tell you every story of why it wasn't possible in the past and why you should stop, why you should doubt what you're doing is going to work. And when that happens, a lot of times we have an emotional reaction and we question like, well, what's going on? And I've been persisting and now I'm feeling like this, and I was feeling really, really amazing. And just like the roller coaster, I go up really, really high, feeling really good, and then I just crash. And the reason why that happens is because our mind is confused. It doesn't know which story is true or not. So that's when persisting and being stubbornly persistent in the new story and not reacting to the 3D, not reacting to the current emotions that we are experiencing from the ego backlash is so important, because anytime that you react to those things, that hardens that old story back into fact. And then you have to persist again and do it. And I won't say do it all over again, but that new assumption isn't solidified. So we want to break the habit of reacting to our 3D, the purges in our 3D. Say if we're working on manifesting marriage with a specific person, they tell you, I don't ever want to be with you again. I don't even want to talk to you. And you go in no contact for a few days, a few weeks, whatever it is. Say if that happens, instead of reacting and looking at it, well, this manifesting stuff doesn't work, I'm doing all of this work, am I doing something wrong? Am I not doing this right? Does manifestation work for me? I see it works for everyone else, but maybe it exempts me. When we start thinking like that, that's reacting to our 3D. And then we start emotionally spiraling and doubting ourselves and questioning the process, which is exactly what we need to not do. What we need to do instead is when we see something in our 3D opposite of what we are affirming and creating our new assumptions about, or if we are feeling something that is opposite of the happy ending that we want, or the assumptions that we want of the man or woman who has it all, then what we need to do is persist, stubbornly persist, and not take no for an answer. Brazen impudence is what Neville Goddard would call this. It's not taking no for an answer. So when you see anything in your 3D, if you feel anything opposite of what you don't want to be feeling, or you're purging out different emotions, or your 3D is chaotic and going to hell, fuck it. Put your blinders on, okay? Because as you persist and you get stubborn in persisting your new assumptions, and you say no, F the 3D, F these emotions, this is not me anymore. I do not resonate in this state anymore. I resonate over here. I am focusing on what I do want. And start affirming your story. Start visualizing. Go 10 times harder into this new story, and watch how quick that old story changes. Watch how quick that 3D circumstance changes. Watch how quick those emotions go away, because now you have just made the decision. Now you have just made your conviction that this is the direction we are heading in. And another way that you can help your resistance levels is tell yourself, I have zero resistance. And if the 3D tries to test me, which it will, but if your 3D tries to test you, tell yourself, I will pass with flying colors, because I know my truth. This new story is my truth, and I'm focusing on it, and that is the only thing I desire. That is the only thing I want, and I am this now, or I have this now. So you can start affirming things like that. And say it with a conviction, okay? Say it with that stubbornness. Say it with the frustration of no, I am not taking no for an answer. And I'm not backing down. I will go to war for this thing. Doesn't matter what the 3D throws at me. Doesn't matter what emotions are coming at me that I'm feeling right now. I am saying no to it. And step into your power. And watch how quick everything changes. So I hope that this video was helpful. Like I said, I know that we all go through it, but what seems to happen is once something surfaces that is opposite of what we are manifesting, or opposite of the assumptions we are creating, we fall apart, and we doubt ourselves. And those moments is exactly what we need to not do. We need to do the complete opposite. We need to persist even harder, get stubborn with it, get persistent, and just have that game face on, and not taking no for an answer. And that's when things can really shift, because now you've just told your subconscious mind, hey, that's the direction we're going. I'm not wavering in anything else. That's the direction we're going. I don't want to see anything else. We're done. I win this game. That's it. Have that attitude towards it, and telling you, instant, things will change, okay? So if you want help with manifesting any one of your desires, I do offer one-on-one coaching. You can check out soulutionscoaching.org, which is in the drop box below. Please like and share this video if you subscribe to it, if you liked it, if it resonated with you, or if you want more people to learn exactly how to manifest and get their stuff too. Please push this content out there so it can help more people, and it allows me to grow my page as well, which, guys, I appreciate it. Thank you for all the comments that I've been getting as well. If you have any questions, please reach out to me. Be happy to help. And as always, guys, you got this.